How you doing out there? It's early in the morning. Watching this Willie D live shit. He's talking about y'all know about Willie D from Ghetto Boys. He got a podcast. Y'all check him out. It's called No More Talk. I follow him every now and then, because I'm a ghetto boy. I've been fucking with the ghetto boys from day one. I hate today going through their shit. That's another story. But I've been watching this Willie D shit. You may hear some shit in the background, all kind of shit. It's early in the morning. But he talking about MC Light, LL Cool J, Bib DeVoe. Some girl came out with some lady, some podcast or some TikToker. She came up talking about some of their lyrics. And their lyrics are talking about, dating underage people, Bib DeVoe, that quote they come with when it, the do me baby try. You know what I'm saying? When they say, underage, adolescent, how you doing? Fine, cutie pie, why? Yo, I like to do the wild thing. Y'all remember that shit? But underage, y'all remember that part? You know what I'm saying? And so she was talking about that, talking about the girl that's the lady that Willie D is talking about. He got this, I guess, reaction video. And MC Light says something about she liked to date young boys 17 and under so she can school them and mold them and show them how to be men and all this old shit. MC Light has some lyrics. And LL Cool J, when he talking about Tina got a big old butt with that big old butt song, he talking about he met a girl at the high school. He was 21 at the time, she was checking him out, so he pulled up on her, and, make a long story short on that, you know what I'm saying? He got with her, and, again, she's underage, you know what I'm saying? So, age and consent, y'all seen the title. So, age and consent, we know the law, we know the law when it's supposed to be a certain age to date a certain age or whatnot. What if the girl is 17 and the boy is 18? Is that cool? So when LL said about him in a Jeep 21 dating a high school 17-year-old girl, I don't think there's any problem with it. Me, myself, and everybody's probably, nigga. Everybody's probably tripping, but I don't see no problem with that. And because women, to me, they're a lot more advanced when it comes to, growing up, and understanding themselves and understanding life to a certain degree. And they get it faster a little bit, I don't know if it's the women intuition, whatever, they got that, there's something in them that grows them up faster, to me. This is my theory. And so, not to say just go around, just everybody dating old young women and all that old type shit. That's that. Okay, so let's switch gears. You get somebody, I married a girl, she was 19 and I was 38. I met her when she was 18, but I married her when she was 19, and I was 38 years old. I got a lot of flack about it, rightfully so, because my son was her same age, and I didn't seek out no young girl to, I didn't see, it was a chance meeting, that's how I met her, and and sparks happen, How can a old motherfucker like me look at a young girl and fall in love or be wanting to marry? Things happen, it ain't, it's the opposite of, Tina Turner said it best, what's love and all that shit. This boy meets girl, see a beautiful woman, see spark, for my part, I was surprised that she was digging my old ass. Like, motherfucker, your young ass like me? And so, she was over 18 and I seen what it did. We got married. That's no story. So I got a lot of flack about it. Okay, so That part, right? She was over 18. So what makes the difference? 2 years difference, 16 to 18. Okay. What makes the difference? Okay. So, all right. So let's get a little deeper. Okay. Let's talk about crime. A young kid, I know here in California, I don't know if the laws everywhere apply. I mean, all the laws everywhere are the same. But a young kid can do, some crazy ass crime, murder or something like that, or whatever, and get charged an adult. 11, 12 years old can get charged an adult. And, and I trip off that because the crime is so severe, whatever, whatnot. And like, how can you charge a kid like that at that age as an adult and give them adult time? Like, I just don't get it, right? It's, for the most, to me, that kid needs help. He might need to do some time and figure some shit out, but the kid needs help at that point, But I think the powers that be that made those laws felt that the kid was sharp enough and grown up enough and knew enough about life enough to know better than to do this bullshit, So if you knew better, then we're going to charge you an adult. We're just, you're acting like an adult, so we're going to charge you like an adult. Whether it's a woman or I mean, not a woman, but a little girl or a little boy, they're going to charge them as an adult. And there's been cases. You guys can look them up. And I think it's been cases from kid as young as 8 years old. I could be mistaken, y'all got to look that up. And I just don't get that, right? So fast forward. What if a girl is 16, she wants to date a 35-year-old motherfucker, right? She's a lot older than 12 or 8, a lot older than the kid that probably created the heinous crimes. They got all the time and was charged an adult, and they said they should know better at that age. How come a girl can't know better at 16? When we know girls are way more advanced with their understanding about life, So why can't we charge them as adults? So, if the girl agrees to any, type of relationship or dealings with an older person, that's 18 and older, So why she can't be charged as an adult? It just don't make no sense to me. It just don't make no sense to me. She knows better. And I can understand in the case of rape and all that old type shit. And, a lot of this shit been coming out because, there's this Puff Daddy situation going on. But, back to Puff Daddy. I seen this one picture. He got a new lawsuit. They say the 17-year-old girl, she got raped and whatever. And so I'm not saying she didn't get raped, but I did see a picture of her sitting on Puff Daddy's lap. A couple of pictures of her real close sitting on. What the fuck would she think was going to happen? She get flown in, not that she thinking rape is going to happen, but you see the picture of sitting on Puff Daddy's lap. So it's that, that sexuality. She playing it. She playing that sex card, And a lot of times, we got a saying out in the hood, when you play pussy, you get fucked. And not to say that's what happened, but if you out there, waving a steak in front of a hungry lion and it ain't no cages around, you finna get attacked. He coming to get that meat off top. So, don't poke the bear if you don't want the bullshit. Basically what I'm saying. And so, but I did see pictures with her on Puff Daddy lap, just dressed like, just dressed, kind of provocatively a little bit. And I don't want to say provocatively, but she had short shorts on or something, and just, it was just too much to me, for a young girl to be sitting on a grown man's lap, if you don't want no smoke. You feel me? Check out the pictures, y'all. I'm going to try to pull it up. So, yeah. So age and consent. And it seems like it's a double standard when it comes to I don't know. It just seems like it's a double standard, because like I said, the kid being charged an adult. How can a young kid be charged an adult? And people say, well, he should know better. He should have known better. Well, how come a 16-year-old girl, a 15, 14, I don't give a fuck how old she is, if she feel like she wants to fuck an old motherfucker, to me, kudos to the old motherfucker. Rock B, 3 on the tree. I know y'all gonna hate that one. Rock B. Yo, and I had to add real quick. A lot of these movies we watch, these teen movies and stuff like that, they're rated R, NC-17. Some of them are hard R. But a lot of them be teen movies, right? Teenage sex and all this. And it be grown motherfuckers going to watch the movies. Are those grown motherfuckers considered pedophiles? Everyone that went and watched, all these, these slasher films, when it's these sex scenes with these kids and all this old shit, these kids smoking, these kids drinking liquor, all these kids doing grown-up shit in school and high school. And it's grown-ups watching these movies because they're rated R related. And it's not supposed to be no young kids under 18 or under 17 in these movies. And some of them, they get the NC-17, you got to be 17 and older, But some of them are 18 and older, But these will be these, young kid type movies. It's supposed to be high school slasher films and they're having sex. Just think about what movie can I think about? American Pie. All these old movies, Fast Time at Ridgemont High. Old school movie like Porky's, all these high school movies we had all these sex scenes and all these, youngsters fucking, but they're rated R movies. And there's grown-ups going to watch them. And I trip off that, right? Some way, it's like it's good when they do it, right? But when we do it, it's a problem because these white folks, they've been playing that sexuality card for a minute. They've been doing this underage bullshit for a minute. And what is underage? I think underage, to me, is somebody who doesn't get it, who doesn't understand. And it's hard to understand when you're 14, 15 about total life. I can understand that. It's hard to understand. But let's say if you're out there in them streets at that age, and you're just out there and you're not listening to nobody. And we've seen some of them youngsters out there that's out there in them streets that's not listening to nobody. Some of the people get emancipated and all this old type shit, right? Some of them young folks is, they're just not listening. They're just not listening, and they're just going to just march to a beat of their own drum, and that's that, And so those youngsters right there, those are the ones that I'm talking about. Those are the ones that I'm referring to when it comes to, how can we not charge them as adults when they want to do some grown-up ass shit like fuck with an older motherfucker? How do we charge the older motherfucker for being gullible, just gullible? Because, it's like the powers that be put all this sexual bullshit in our minds, like these young movies old men go watch, make millions of dollars off these movies, look but don't touch type shit. So now when old men go, engage in this type shit, then you get caught up in charges. But mostly it seems like it's most of the black folks being caught up now and shit like that. But where's all the big Hollywood execs and all this old shit being caught up in you got your Weinsteins and shit like that, but his movies are still being played and all this old type shit. He's still making money, And they railroaded Michael Jackson, just the niggas. They just do away with the niggas and shit. So I'm not saying what Puff Daddy is doing is cool and all this old shit and all this underage shit is cool. This is bullshit. Because to me, it's about consent. If a person feel like they're out there enough, they ain't listening to nobody, and they feel like if you feel like you can handle it, go ahead and bump your head. You know, go ahead and bump your motherfucking head. All right, that's American age consent. Some age consent in some other countries are 16 and older, and all this old type shit. So to me, it depends on the maturity of the mindset of the person that's making the decision, and that's it. And that's it. That's all. Now, let's say if an 8, 9 year old get out there and she wants to fuck somebody. So I be thinking like, first of all, what is a young person like that doing on the streets anyway? It's different situations and things like that, but I've seen cases like that. But that goes to the mentality of a man. You know what I'm saying? That's when a man's supposed to be beat the fuck, killed, drugged to death, all kind of crazy ass shit. Because he should know better. Leave that little young motherfucker alone. She ain't old enough for nothing. See, to me, it's about, my thing is when it comes to sexuality, is body structure. How's a young person with no body structure, no titties, no ass, no nothing? She probably ain't even bleeding. How can you get turned on with that? You know, different strokes for different folks, but that nigga needs his head cut off. Whoever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Kind of understand that old shit. But one time, it was this motherfucking girl I met in the mall. Thick ass Asian broad. She was giving out her phone number. I just ran up on her. She was giving our phone number to a couple of guys and shit. Had this thick ass motherfucking blue bodysuit on. I mean, the Asian girl was thick as fuck, super thick. I seen her giving her number out, so I pop at her. I walk up to her. I say, I see you giving your number out to everybody. Shit, I'm in line. Can I get the number too? Shorty gave me a number. Turned out it was her 17th birthday. Now, I was 26 at the time. So when she told me it was 17, I'm like, oh shit. So I backed off. So I courted her for a while. Never had sex with her or anything like that because her mentality wasn't up to par. I'm used to girls that's handling their business, paying bills and all this old shit, some go-getters and shit like that. But when that mentality wasn't there, that body, I'm saying, how sexy she was, it didn't turn me on. You know what I'm saying? So we never had sex, but, I got at her, but I probably would have had sex with her if her mentality was a little different because I had sex with some young ass girls when I was in my early 20s and shit, you know what I'm saying? And their mentalities was different. I'm going to just keep it 100. I could have been Me Too'd back in the day. And a lot of niggas could have. But, it's the mentality of the girl and it's the man. And if the man ain't doing this old snake ass shit trying to, hey, baby, get this motherfucking, piece of candy. Come on behind this tree. All that old shit. If motherfuckers is out there and the girl kind of pops at a dude, you know what I'm saying, at a certain age and she got shit going on, you know what I'm saying, then that's up to her, to me. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to my daughter, that's what I think about. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you old enough to get out there like that, like my 17-year-old son, he felt like he wanted to get out there. I just let him get out there. I didn't call the police, truant officer, no shit like that. He felt like he wanted to get out there. So I let the brother get out there. You know what I'm saying? He been on his own ever since. You know what I'm saying? Certain time, when you get at that age, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get at that age. So I don't understand, like, how can a older man or older woman be charged for a younger person's action where they're clearly over 15, 16 years old, 17-year-olds. They got this mentality like, I can do what I want to do. Fuck y'all. Motherfuckers are getting emancipated at 13, 14 years old. So I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's different strokes for different folks. And yeah, again, if it was my daughter, hey, you know what I'm saying? I will revel in the fact that I did all I can as a father to steer her in the right path, and and I give it to God now. And what she chooses to do with her life at that point, it's up to her. And I can't force her to be something that she doesn't want to be, or make her do something that she doesn't want to do, and that's going to end up bad for both of us. So got to let them figure out life, you know what I'm saying, to a certain degree at a certain point in time. This is Rock B, 3 on the motherfucking tree. I don't know how y'all feel about that one, but yeah, that's my take on that. Age and consent. What y'all think?
Just grab him by the pussy.